How is everyone doing?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Doing good. Playing and testing new things. What I told Pat is like, hey, let's just we go live with this office hours every time on YouTube. I was like, yeah, let's just go live in our community as well, High Levels community now.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we're
gonna,
going to
well,
stream from Zoom to the community, and we're going to test and see
I'm
what
gonna see if
happens.
we can here. Just a sec.
Yeah.
HighLevel Freaks is currently live, so go live and select the video source and streaming software. Uh, let's see here. Meeting room, camera permission. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Let's see here.
Mm-mm-mm. While Pat's doing, let's open up the mic. What's everyone up to? Oh my God, LK's note taker would not quit on me. I removed it 5 times and it keeps joining.
All right, let's see if we can get this working. I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Wait, should?
I'm
And that's
trying,
that's the
yeah,
test.
I'm trying to go live in our portal. I don't know if we can go live like while I don't know. Let me see here.
It
Use the
looks
meeting
like you're
room.
live on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you do multiple or from?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna try and figure out here. Trying to let's see, microphone and all that. So I
Mm-mm.
can't seem to get access to Elgato virtual camera, Elgato face cam. If I find microphone, it doesn't look like we can do it if we're on Zoom because Zoom's already got the camera and everything else.
Yeah.
Then we would have to go live in the, yeah, which is
I
interesting.
think it asks for streaming key and all that shit as well, right?
Yeah, well, that so you can use the streaming software like Zoom, OBS. Okay, so copy
Mm.
and paste the stream key into your streaming software. Okay, and
Mm-mm.
copy and paste. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to look at the instructions on how to do that, unless
We'll
anybody's gone
we'll have to
live in
play
their
with it.
community before. But yeah, so interesting. Huh. All right. Well, we'll
Going
have to
live
So
figure that out later.
directly is easy, but with a
Yes.
Jeff,
Zoom,
yeah, Jeff went live today, but like you said, a lot he went directly. He didn't do like, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, going direct is easy. It's like I was like, yeah, we are on Zoom anyways. Let's try and see if we can
Yeah.
stream.
Hey, Mario.
All right.
So Mario
We've
moved
got so
to
many people.
Texas. Well, all right.
Ooh.
Congrats on the move, Marco. All right. So, what's everybody been up to since the last time? Warren, we know what you've been up to. So, we talked to you yesterday. So, oh, and I had a
I'm just
question for the Andersons. So, you guys, I know you guys do payments, right? So, do you have something that does like ACH billing?
Yes, ours actually does dual pricing. So if somebody clicks out on your invoice, the pay now button or a payment link, they get taken to a form. They have a choice to click to pay by ACH. Let's say it's $100,
Hmm.
and they pay by ACH. It's $100. They pay by credit card. It's 104 because it adds a percentage to cover the
Oh,
credit
okay.
card processing.
Does it have an API? Because I need to be able to do like automated billing.
So the recurring billing, the way it works is you can go into there's a cloud back office that's tied to the credit card process to the gateway
Hmm.
that we did the integration with and
Oh,
go in there
okay.
and you make it recurring.
I think I'm gonna have
It's
to
a
talk to
really
you guys later because I have a unique situation where I need to bill people repeatedly through ACH.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it could be done in high level, it has to use this gateway. We have
Mhm.
another way if you just do ACH that would use a different gateway, but then it wouldn't tie to high level.
All right. Well,
And then,
DM me a calendar link if you don't mind.
Yeah.
and then we also have a partner program, so you can actually set up your clients to use the app in the app marketplace, and
Hmm.
you would make monthly residual income off the credit card processing
Oh, okay. Nice.
off
Right now,
off your
right now
clients.
I just want to bill people. I just want to take the money that they have
Okay.
and put it where I have my money. I'm gonna take their money, make it my
Yeah.
money. So
We can definitely do that.
I will put
fantastic.
my calendar link in the comments in case anybody else wants to
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
join in. Let's
All
see.
right.
Where's
Well, all right, back to wins and stuff like that. What has everybody been up to?
I've been trying to get that orb to work and I still can't.
Well, you might have to just book a call and we'll jump on, or we can kind of troubleshoot. Are you embedding the code or no?
No, all I
Oh,
did
okay.
was add the chat bot like you said, and
Yeah,
nothing happens.
that's weird. Huh. It is huh. Yeah, well, we have to kind of debug that, I guess. Yeah, send me a message and we can jump on a Zoom and debug it. So
Cool.
because I actually saw that that Russ Ward uploaded a YouTube video today and he showed it working. So not sure what happened. Maybe you got a bad piece of code, like maybe the funnel didn't copy over properly or something like that. Who knows? So
All right. Cool.
all right. Charles,
What's up?
sales coach at Extendly. What's going on?
Oh, I'm logged in the wrong account.
Oops.
Whoops.
What are you up to? Did you go to the summit?
I didn't. I couldn't go
Oh,
this
okay.
year. I had too much conflicting.
Gotcha.
No, I'm sitting here trying to work on Gamma's API, Gamma
Gotcha.
Apps API, trying to get it to, it'll generate documents for me all day, but I can't get the damn thing to download because I need to take it from a PDF and export it or um, convert it into images, convert each PDF page into images, but I can't get the PDF. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, fun stuff. Um,
Cool.
but yeah, that's about it. Made some sales. Same old, same old.
Nice. Cool. Well, let's see who else. Jay. What's going on, Mr. J? There's no J. Okay.
Well, everyone's very quiet today.
Yeah,
All
everybody's
right.
definitely. It's gonna be a
That's okay.
short office hours tonight. Steve,
That's okay.
Hey, what's up,
what's going on?
everybody? Well, just working on that project you and I were talking about earlier today. Working on building prompts and all that good stuff, and waiting on a lock to finish his extension.
Steve, before you say that, look at the DMs, man. I've sent you a DM about that. I knew you would ask me.
You sent me.
Look at
You
the
sent
DM.
me. What? When
In
did you
Zoom.
send me it?
Check Zoom. Check Zoom. I knew you would open your mouth and you would ask me. So I knew that.
Lock, there you are. Hey, I'll DM you later. I got late caption tool almost ready. Okay. Well, maybe you should tell everybody what this thing does, so make a few more sales.
Oh well. It's the Chrome extension which I'm working on, which captures data from your browser and pushes it to any webhook. But I've got a direct integration with Lead Connector, which is HighLevel now. So now, in fact, after we spoke, Steve, last week, I was like, yeah, rather than me copy pasting the key to the custom field, how about I just pull all the custom fields from an account and just select the custom field? So that's live. That's why it took longer. So
Got
I
it.
added that as a feature. So you just connect a location, high-level location to an extension. It pulls all the custom fields which are in the location. All you do is select and then send the data, fill up this custom field. Seamless.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
On another note, Pat, we were talking about using TextGrid for doing texting.
Yeah.
Did you say there was an app in the marketplace for TextGrid? Because I just started
I
looking.
thought there was an app for TextGrid.
I
Yes,
think
I
there
can't.
is.
Well, if you find it, let me know. Because I looked through the app store
Okay.
and I couldn't find it. Les
Huh.
Charles, Les, there's an app for text grid.
Hex grid?
Text grid, yeah.
I think there is actually. Hold on.
Yeah, there are many
It
people
might,
using
maybe
it. So
it's
I'm pretty
it
sure there
might be a
should be.
private one. Maybe they need to send you a link or something. But if you get a hold of
Could
their
be.
support, they usually get back with you like within like 24 hours.
Huh. And so again, the understanding you were telling me with this is that A2P is at the agency level, and you get to up to 50 numbers, and then you can
Mhm.
assign those numbers to any sub account. I like that for some cases, without having to run a business through getting A2P compliant, which can be a pain in the butt.
I mean, as long as you are controlling all the SMSs that go out and all that stuff, I don't see a problem doing that. The risk is like if you give freedom to businesses to do whatever they want, then if the A2P is on your name, then it's a risk. But if you've got a system dialed in and you know exactly that you created the campaigns and those SMSs are the only SMSs which will go out, so you know they are compliant, so then I doubt it's a risk. Again, not a legal advice, but yeah, I don't see a reason why that becomes a problem.
Okay, so if you're doing like a reactivation campaign or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you use that for, say, appointment reminders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
That's what I'm kind of,
it's compliant, right? That SMS which goes out as a reminder is a compliant SMS. It's not the spammy message which you're going to spam someone.
Mhm.
So I don't see a reason why it should not work.
Okay. Because I think sometimes you can run into a problem with all of that. All right.
Heidi,
Well,
you got a hand raised?
I missed something here. What are you guys talking about that seems to replace some A2P functionality? How did I miss this? How did I miss this?
Uh, it's just like Twilio. It's another provider, SMS provider called Text Grid.
Text grid?
There, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you sign up with them, you do your A2Ps at the agency level, and I think you get up to 15 numbers or something. And based on, I think you can surely increase that. I haven't checked it, but
I think Pat said 50, not 15, 50.
50. Oh yeah,
50,
50.
yep.
50.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can increase that if you need to. But you do A2P, you get 50 sub accounts you can give phone numbers to and all that, and it integrates with HighLevel.
Awesome. Thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry,
Thanks,
Heidi, you
Chief.
had a question?
Yeah, a couple of things. Jim and I are probably your slowest to launch uh, white label partners ever. But so we're still getting things set up because we got partway through it and then we decided to add page to and make it kind of part of that would be an upsell. So we're getting that added to our website and learning how to use that. And let's just say their customer service is nothing like yours. For sure. I don't know if you guys have experienced anything better, but the first question is, because Jim and I were going through today, going, okay, where are we stuck? And we were on a lesson, we're talking about Pabbly and Meg. Do we still need Pabbly, or are there built-in tools now in HighLevel that will do what Pabbly did, or?
Because I
So
thought I saw a post.
Yeah, high levels updates. What like after these level up week, they are now able to start backfilling reviews responses. So they're gonna add that. And the price on the review responses went down to 1 penny per response instead of 8 cents, and you can upsell that if you want. And their response agents are actually doing really good now too. So the only time you would need Pabbly or Make or some other service would be for the live demo where you're doing, the live responses on the web page. So if you have Make or something like that, we've got the flows for that. I may just
What
I may
about
just set up an N8N flow so that we can use that too, and everybody can just leverage that for the for
Yeah,
the
we do have an
system.
N account.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'll work up something that'll do the review responses that way, and then you wouldn't even need Pabbly.
Okay, but so we can't run it through GHL, we would still need NNN?
The demo would need the demo, that does the live review responses. That needs to hit some third party system because HighLevel doesn't do that.
Okay,
Okay.
So
And then, do you have like a best practices or kind of workflow that you've ever created where it goes from Review Genius to Page as an upsell and makes it all kind of work together as far as, or is that possible?
I thought we had an upsell in there. I'd have to look and
Upsell
see,
in as in the
or
landing pages?
as in like like once they
Yeah,
purchase, getting the upsell. But I don't believe we do. But if you wanted to do it where basically what I'm doing is I'm just doing it as Page and Review Genius. So
Yeah.
as one big package. So that's how I'm doing it. But we were on the with the Review Genius call that we did last night, where we basically kind of went over what we're rolling out as far as all the new updates. We've got a couple of GPTs that we wrote that you can use as kind of foot in the door, items like low ticket or tripwires. And we're going to be redoing sales pages. We're going to be redoing workflows. Like we're going to be doing a bunch of updates. So to
that
cover,
include,
like kind of encompass everything that HighLevel's rolled out with all the updates for this year.
and it also would encompass Page or,
You'll be able to either upsell Page or Aldus or whatever third party optimization software that you want to run. So I mean you guys are on
and
Page. Right now I'm testing a service called Aldus, which I'm liking a lot. But I mean it transfers easily between the two, so you can either upsell it or bundle it. But yeah, we'll have something in the funnels for that.
what is the price point that you're charging for the combination of Page and Review Genius?
Um, Anywhere like 397 and up.
Yeah,
Okay.
ideally 497
Yeah,
minimum.
and I was actually
That's
chatting with
everything.
one of the users that's charging minimum 497 for
Yeah.
Page and Review Genius, and then
Mhm.
he actually messaged me today and was like he just charged a roof for like 750 a month. So, and then sold him a
Nice.
website. So
Good for him.
And then also
Yeah.
Heidi and I wanted to say hi to Lucho since this is the second time that I've seen him today.
You guys are bouncing around all kinds of Zooms.
Oh, yes.
All right. Any other questions or anybody got
It's
anything?
constant and never-ending learning.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you got
Yeah.
at one point, I do that a lot. At one point, you got to stop building and learning and just go out and jump on it.
Sell it.
Sell it. Yeah. You gotta sell it. All right.
I
You guys
did
are
find
way-
I did find a dedicated page on TextGrid about integration. So
Oh, good. Okay.
there's something there. I'll just have to do a deeper dive on it.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'll drop the text grid. I just found the YouTube video on it for integrating text grid. Just a second here. I'll drop that in the everyone here. There you go. If you want to
Yeah.
integrate text grid.
While you're pulling that up, Charles,
Tell me about this Aldous. More so
Aldous?
on the content generation side. That's really all I use Page for.
Aldous is pretty good. It does Page pulls from your website. Aldous pulls from keywords and content from everywhere to generate its content, and it actually will come up with topics that you can approve. Like here's some more topics I'd like to start posting on, so you can approve those. They are working on a better image platform. I don't know what image platform they're using or which LLM they're using for their images, but I haven't been really happy with their images. But their images do actually make more where they're like people involved and all that. Whereas if you look at Page comes up with more abstract stuff.
Yeah, I gave Paige 300 or 400 um branded photos to use.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. So if it yeah, and all this you can say like I want to use like a mix of the photos or the actual content, create its own content. But like I said, it's image prompt. Uh, seems to I don't know. It's just I'm not happy with it
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
So
still it's a very new tool. It's still in beta.
yep.
We are in touch with the founder, with trying to organize a webinar or something so that you can,
Yeah.
show people
I
off
I
what the
like
tool
it
is and all that.
for what I like it for is like Page will show you, your general heat maps and all that stuff, but Aldous does the maps with either a radius, you can set the radius, or you can set a custom polygon, or you can do it like drive time. And so it might not ever be like a grid or a circle or anything else. Like it might actually just be like if it's depending on how the highways are all lined up and all the stuff, you might like the map might just match whatever, is like if you like 30 minutes drive time to the location, that's what it would calculate. So you can get some very interesting maps, but it does when you do the heat map, it does the heat map for you and it does the top 20. So you can sit there and click on everybody and see how everybody else looks. So it generates a lot of heat maps. So, which is really nice because when you're talking to somebody, you're like, well, you're here and look at your competitors and they're all down here. And it's pretty impressive.
$40 a location.
It's like 11 if you want to do it manual,
55.
it's $11 a location, and then 30 another 39 if you want to let it do like all automated. So it's like $55.
It was still cheaper than Page.
Half of the
Yeah.
cost, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we're testing it so far. I'm liking it a lot more than Page. So
Can you drop a link to that again, Pat?
yeah, let me go. Let's see. Let's see. Do Aldous. I think it's alduslocal.com. Let me look here.
Yep.
Yep, alduslocal.com. And right now you like invite only and you got to book an appointment and sit through their appointments. So
Do you see HighLevel doing something like this with kind of like what they did with Search
they'll
Atlas?
probably build something. I don't know. I mean, right now they've got the social media planner, so you still have to upload and schedule, or you have to create stuff. So it's not it's not automatically creating the content for
I
you.
know that. I know
But
that.
yeah,
Charles, you usually
Yeah.
get your ear to the ground on this stuff. Do you see some type of GMB optimization thing like Page or Altus being put into the platform? Either whether it's kind of what they do with Search Atlas, they kind of create an interface and kind of bolt on, or they do their own thing.
I think they'll do their own thing.
Yeah,
I
because I
don't.
could.
They already
Go ahead.
have. I mean, they're going to expand on the GBP optimization that they have now. They're going to
Mhm.
expand on that, and then you'll see automated social media coming at some point.
What's that app out there where you can, let's say you're a home service guy and you're taking a bunch of pictures and you want to take your pictures, do something, and then post them into pictures, not a post, but into images and videos, which is a big thing for optimizing and keeping your GMB optimized is not only doing posts but actually posting in images. I forget the name of the app. I think that would be very useful too, that they would integrate
Client
that.
cam or something.
Huh?
Client cam or something. It's
Yeah, it's something like this. I think that would be a
yeah.
really good platform where
I
somebody
think
could
Page
easily.
integrates with that
yeah.
app which you're talking
And
about.
yeah, all
What the
Aldous
name is again?
has a link that you can save to your home screen on your phone.
Mhm.
So instead of having Page has their white label thing that goes and pokes you to upload images and stuff like that, you can literally click the link and then add photos to it, and it goes right to the GBP.
Company cam.
Okay,
Company cam
so
is the name.
because you're getting your geotagging on those images,
Mm-hmm.
that's all the important signals that you need to kind of expand
Yeah,
your
and
grid.
Aldous does all that too.
Uh,
Basically, Aldous does everything Page does.
Yeah.
Just a little different and all in one interface instead of having to bounce around all over the place inside their dashboard.
Got some hands raised. Warren?
My question is around Admatic. So I'm
Mhm.
almost to that point within setting up the agency side of it. And looking ahead, I saw in the members area that there was an issue going on with Admatic. Is that
Yeah.
that problematic for finishing the setup, or is there?
They sent out an email. So apparently, whoever built their app got locked out of their AWS account or something like that. So
Mm.
Admatic went down, and so they've been keeping everybody updated and said, like we've been fighting with them and all this other stuff. And the last email that they sent was that they did, in fact, you know, are going to be having, are going to get access soon and like within the next few days, and then they're going to be moving it over to their own platforms. So
Yeah.
they basically have suspended all the billing for anybody who's doing monthly. And then for anybody that did like their lifetime deal and all that stuff, they just said like, thanks for holding on. But a buddy of mine did send me some alternate services that do what Admatic does. And I mean, you could go with LeadC, but LeadC is by far the most expensive. So,
They just added a ton of integrations.
Yeah.
Leadsy did.
LeadC did, yeah,
Leadsy,
but
yeah.
they're so
Leadsy did.
freaking expensive. They're just so darn expensive.
It's all relative. Just scale
It's all
faster. You'll
money.
be
I mean, look, we're not all
just
making
scale
Charles. We're
faster.
not all making Higgins money, Charles.
scale
Some of us
faster.
got to watch what we spend. I can't go out there and just, wreck another Lambo and buy another one tomorrow. Just like, whoop.
So what would some of the alternatives, Pat, besides?
Let me grab I'll post him right here in the chat. Just a second. I had to find it in some messaging. Oh,
Hey, Charles, do you know if they've released the workflow to go through past reviews, Google reviews, and write responses? That is
Yeah. That's all under reputation management. It's not in workflow.
Yeah.
When are they
It's not
when are they cutting loose with the video testimonials?
Say that. October.
November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Soon.
right inside of reputation management now, there's a place to actually go. And when did that get released in there?
During level up.
Oh, really?
Or no, I'm sorry. It goes live this month.
Oh, so it's not live yet.
No.
Okay. But it'll be inside of reputation, won't be a workflow thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Lucho, you got a question?
So I was able to connect it. What happened was, I guess you can't use the same voice widget in more than one location, more than one funnel or page. I don't know. But I made a new one and I put it in there and it worked fine.
Oh, okay. Weird. I've got a voice agent that I'm using. So you can't have it in more than one funnel.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. That's odd.
So I have another question on what is this, the new thing they have, the Agent Studio?
Yeah.
One of the issues we have is a lot of our voice AI clients, they're getting, the Google business spam call like 17 times a day.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Go High Level doesn't yet have a action in workflows to turn on incoming D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go and manually do it. But I saw somewhere that there was an API that you could do that with. So is there a way to use this new studio to create some kind of zap or something that as soon as the transcript says Google?
You could do it inside a workflow. You wouldn't need the Agent Studio. But let me look here.
That's what I do.
Oh.
Or context. So yeah, so you can do, let's see, where is the D&D? Contact D&D update. Oh, that's a webhook. No, I don't want the webhook. I want to edit. Let's see here. Want to come in here, contacts. So you can do contacts and then you can upsert a contact. And let's see what we can do here. And let's see, D&D. There you go. So what you can do is, yeah. So what you would do is run the high level API. Like so inside the workflow, you would do like a custom webhook, and the custom webhook would call the API to ups. And so when you upsert a contact, I like using that call because if it doesn't exist, it creates the contact. And if it does, the contact does exist, it just updates the existing contact. So if you have a phone number or anything like that, you can basically update the contact in the location, and then down here you could set the inbound D&D to active, and that would block that person, and then you could tag them as well. So the way you do that is inside your main account is that you can come over here to private integrations, and you can create a key. And it's kind of like the old API key that you would create, except this works specifically with API version 2, and you have to give it scope. And so what you would do is, like it could be like my D&D, I call it, it's private integration token, so I call it D&D PIT. You don't need a description, and then the scopes you go like edit contacts, or actually let's go to like contact like that. You want to go be able to view contacts and edit contacts, and that's all you need for editing a contact, and you create it, and then it basically gives you this one time, and the rest of the time, like then after that, like you can't use it again, or you can't grab the value again, but you want to copy it. And then what you would do is once you've got that, you go back into your automations, and let's just create a workflow from scratch.
There's a screenshot in the chat, Pat.
Where's that? Oh, nice. Yeah, basically that's all you got to do right there. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so you pass your integration token, and yeah, just like what Charles had there, and that'll knock them out, and they won't call anymore. And then what I would do with the inbound, like if you have voice AI installed, um, on that account, you can set it up so that if the call sounds like a spam or sales call, and you can give it examples like Google profile verification or Facebook page getting locked out, or like just whatever examples that you have. And he's like, if it sounds like one of those, tell them, remove us from your list. We're not interested, and then end the call. And then generally you can get it to hang up, and and then you can basically tell it like, don't interact with that contact anymore. And so
Cool.
the chat should be able to just shut them down.
Could you post the URL for the APIs on the chat because I can never find it?
Yeah.
Thanks. Awesome.
Would this also work for inbound, like, spam emails in HighLevel? Because I have a custom domain.
So
Custom domain, and I still get like emails for the custom
Yeah, you
domain.
can
Like it shows up in my conversations.
inbound D&D is for all the channels, isn't it, Charles?
no, it's only for phone and SMS. But here's what I
Yeah.
do. So I have another workflow that anytime a new email, new message, or anytime anything comes in, email, SMS, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, it triggers a workflow. So it's just contact reply with no filters.
No filters.
And it checks to see if my junk tag is applied. If it is, it marks the conversation as read and archives it. So I don't see it.
Yeah, but we cannot D&D for now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only so. I mean, I D&D it when it comes in the first time. I tag it as junk, which D&D is all the outbound, removes any opportunities. D&D is the incoming phone and SMS, just in case it happens to be there.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, any future emails that come in, it's automatically looking any new contact reply. It looks for that tag, and if it exists already, it just marks the conversation as read and archives it, so I don't have to look at it.
You still get notifications, though, right?
I still get notifications, but I don't use the mobile app, so I mean,
I've got a workflow that does all the kind of the same sort of thing, except it just deletes the contact. That way, just keeps the contact list clean.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only thing. I'd rather keep the.
And it's got, I've got an if, like a big if else, like where it's got basically like it checks an absolute metric ton of phrases and stuff like that, spam related phrases. So I'm not burning GPTs or anything like that. So I just like, does
Yeah.
it match anything in here? Okay, if it does, it's spam. Go, you're out.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I did the same thing, but I have a filter that first checks to see if it's a client. And if it's a client, then it doesn't delete it, because once some client sent me something about vodka and I was getting all these BR, Instagram things about vodka, be a vodka rep or something. So I got like so many of them, I did it. And then all of a sudden my contact was gone. I was like, where the hell are the contacts? So I called Go High Level and they were able to retrieve it, but they said, well, here's why it did it. And I was like, oh crap.
nice.
Yeah, I don't ever delete a contact because if you're D&Ding them, especially on the inbound side, phone and SMS, if you D&D them on the inbound side and you delete them, guess what?
That
Now
DND is
they can
gone.
call you again.
Yeah.
I just create a smart list and they all get tagged. So keeps my list clean.
Yep. Dan, what's up?
Nothing. I was listening to the call on YouTube in the car, and I started cracking up when incoming D&D was discovered that it doesn't exist.
Yeah, Dan's been vocal about that for years now.
I think it's in the cement with Hoffa.
Yeah.
Probably when that's coming.
Well,
You and
you
me
probably
both
got
have
a
been asking
D&D
each
a
other
lot
for
of
3
people in
years.
Philly.
Well, it's just, that whole Google thing is whenever they put your number on the list, it's like 7 calls a day for like 10
Oh
days.
my God.
Then
Yeah.
you disappear off of it for a couple weeks and then they put you back on.
I had 3 people call me today. Like two people at the networking meeting this morning came up to me, and then one of my customer or client emailed me. Is like, I'm getting all these calls that my Google profile is not valid, or it's offline or something. Well, can you tell me what's going on? I was like, send her a screen grab. Like, everything's fine. Just ignore it. It's spam calls. So
Yeah, I don't know if you guys notice, but a lot of times when I see them, either on my own or my clients, it's a 223 area code. That's like a telltale.
yeah. Yeah, they try to spoof all that stuff. So yeah. But usually I'll answer the phone. If I do answer the phone, that's not a, not somebody I actually know. You can always tell. Like I never say hello. I just like, hey, this is Pat, and then you hear it go whoop, and then you go, oh, yep, delete, hang up, because it's going to be a sales or something else. So
So I got a small win to share, and it's really not like a revenue generating win, but
nice.
I had a toll-free verification I was trying to get for one of my own accounts, and first time took 4 days. They rejected it. And I looked over everything and I said, you rejected this by mistake. Look again. They rejected it again. The third time I said, hey, I made all the changes you guys suggested. Please take a look. And they approved it. Never made a single change. I just told them that I changed it. And I
I'm
was like,
trying to. I'm
what are
trying
they
to
doing?
get. I'm trying to get up like mixed. So I had to upgrade the brand because I want to be able to like A2P multiple local numbers, and I cannot get the damn thing A2P. And that's like basically I had like, here's the website, here's the contact page, here's the form. They said no, can't do it, and and then they don't tell you the reason, so you got to Zoom with support, and they look at it and go, oh, it says like the website's got like bad content. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? It's literally just my SaaS page. That's it. Like, well, no, you got to remove a bunch of words, like remove anything with
I
revenue,
I
remove
I
this,
I
remove.
I, I got a high level contact for you. So shoot me a
Okay.
DM. I'll give you
Okay.
his email because he had to reach out to Twilio and say, hey, like everything here is and there's no A2P direct support team anymore. That's gone.
Yeah, that's so the like when I had to upgrade the brand, I upgraded the brand and it kept failing. And I finally got home, like, what the hell is going on? And like, there's a name mismatch. I'm
Right.
like, dude, this is exactly on my EIN documentation. So I sent him the documentations. Like when I initially started the company, it's like, the way the IRS did it, is like my first name in the company. So it's like my name, almost like DBA in the company name. And they said, well, no, you got to put all of that in there. And I was like, I used to only put the company name. I said, yeah, now you got to put it all in. It's like, nobody told me this. It's not in the HighLevel documentation. So I did that. Then the brand got approved. And then I've been trying to do this mixed up, this mixed stuff that I cannot get. Like everything is literally to the letter. I've gone through all the HighLevel documentation of what they want, the verbiage, everything is literally copy pasted, and I can't get the stupid thing to work. And I'm just
I had the same issue. So you have the legal name and then you have the friendly name. Well, they
right.
wanted both names on the website. And then they said, you had a calendar, click here to schedule a call.
Yeah.
They wanted the calendar to have the opt-in or opt-out boxes, which
Yep.
none of the default Go HighLevel calendars have
Well,
that.
you attach a form to it.
Right. So I created
Yeah.
my own form
Yeah.
but I was on with Go HighLevel is not, it has this out of the box. It should fix that. But 800 numbers are a pain in the ass. It cost me a client. So
Yeah.
Well, like even the interesting thing with the 800 toll-free verification is you don't even have to put a link to the website. You can include a picture. It even says that in the thing.
Yeah.
The problem is what HL support is telling you is well, let's take a look at your website. It's a guess. They don't know.
know. Yeah.
So unless you literally, the other thing you can do now too, which I found out after a little while, is when you get an L1 on support, you can basically demand a live escalation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how I ended up with the guy that when
Wow,
I told him,
you went full Karen.
I said, listen to me. Like, there is nothing wrong with my submission. I said, my website's what it needs to be. All my forms are where they need to be. And I said, I'm basically using the snapshot for A2P from Extendly to a T. Everything's where it needs to be. And I said, I have my name and the business name in the messaging to say, this is Dan from,
Yep.
and I would put like the DBA, everything. And he goes, well, and I said, don't tell me it's the website. I said, let's look through everything. I said, you're going to call Twilio and do your thing. And then he did. He goes, hey, I reached out to Twilio, submitted again. Boom, approved. Yeah. So
Man.
unfortunately, that's the way you have to go. And there's no A2P. Like you can't book a call with the A2P team.
No, you
So
can't.
the L1 support people are trying to help you and they don't know.
Yeah, and the guy was telling me, he's like, well, just from my experience, you have to have like everything needs to be on the main site. So all your forms and all the stuff have to be on the main site. I was like, I'm not putting that shit on my main site.
Yeah.
No, not happening, dude. So, all right. So I just need to just go in there and flip a table and demand to talk to a manager.
Yeah. Or
I'll tell
shot
him
you
I
a
know Dan
message.
Doyle.
I should,
And
yeah, I shot you.
Dan said that I need to
Oh,
talk
tell
to.
them if they don't, you're gonna tie me into the Zoom.
Like I'm gonna get Dan on the call. Just a minute. No, not necessary. We're gonna push this through.
That might actually work.
They probably already know you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna invite Dan. They're like, no, we don't have to go that far.
Yeah,
Really,
just
you don't
have my
have to.
picture. Drop a picture in the chat and be like, he's coming.
Yeah. You're like on their wall of shame. Like this guy, if he calls.
There's a good chance I am.
Oh my God.
What I usually do is I put those words just for the approval, whatever they require, and then as soon as the approval is done, I change it up back to thing and it works.
Oh yeah. No, I mean I just can't like, dude, I can't get it with the mixed. They just will not take it. And they just I don't know why. I've done it. Like I've used this like the snapshot that I've got that does my A2P. Like I did it. I'm pretty sure it's probably like just like Extendly's, but I mean everything is matches perfect. It's got the names, the DBAs, it's got everything exactly as HighLevel wants. All that stuff's there. Then doesn't happen. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna go full Doyle.
I mean, what other choice do you have?
I don't have any other choice.
I mean, after the first time I did it, I was like, okay, let me, they don't give you an error. Or the rejection was, it said multi-level marketing. I was like, okay, like
Yeah.
marketing wasn't even one of the category or use cases that we chose. It was just like customer communication. So
Yeah.
after the second time, I was like, all right. And that's when I said, hey, I need to book a call with the A2P team, and found out they're like, oh, we don't have that anymore.
So you just call in and demand an escalation.
Yeah, and you have to sit there and say, look, like, I need this live escalation, and depending on the L1 you get, they're going to be like, okay, well, I created a ticket, wait, and just refuse, say, I'm not waiting for the ticket.
Yeah.
Which might have to sit there for a little bit, but
Yeah.
when you do the live escalation, you're going to get the level 2 or one of the on-duty
Yeah.
supervisors.
I just want a text from multiple phone numbers. That's all. I just need to be the option to be able to text. That's all. My toll frees are fine. Everything else is copacetic. It's those stupid local numbers I can't,
Hey, somebody, before I hopped on the live, somebody was talking about the voice widget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing around in that, and unless I'm missing it, where is the phone number contact field?
There isn't one. You have to create, so the problem with that is like when we were doing the beta testing, I tested it and told them like the voice widget is built for voice. So you're assuming there's a phone number when you call, right? When you're talking to the voice agent. So when they put it in the widget, they didn't expand it to accept a phone field. And so if you need to get the phone number, you have to ask it for like, what's your phone number, and save it to a custom field. Excuse me. Save it to a custom field like alternate phone or something like that. And then you can send it through the workflow to update the contact. But if they're already in your system, then the problem is that the workflow fails because it can't create the duplicate contact.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I told them this before they launched it. Like when they first here, go test this. And that was the very first thing I broke. And I was like, I can't save a phone number. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna work on that. And nothing ever happened. So
I can have it on my website.
Yep.
Not get a phone number, not be able to send a confirmation text.
Right.
Unless I custom field it, workflow
save
to update
it as
the phone number.
Yeah, an alternate phone. And then if they don't exist, you can do like find the contact by the ID, by the phone number or something. You can probably use it in the workflow to find the contact, but you got to do like a jinky workaround, because if they don't exist, then you can basically update the phone number. But otherwise, I don't know how you merge the two in a workflow, because you've got guest caller, guest visitor with some kind of, gobbledygook at the end of it. And if you
And if your workflow for the custom phone number doesn't update it correctly, and you try to send like a confirmation text or directions via text, you may or may not work.
Correct.
Whew. Okay.
Yep. Get in the group and complain about it. I've done it. No, it doesn't seem like it's going to get fixed. So go Doyle. Go full Doyle.
Go full Doyle. Go full Doyle.
If I ever go to Philly and visit Dan, I'm going to go to his house, and all his tables are going to have like taped up legs and stuff like that because he flips them all the time. Like, son of a.
Yeah, there's a stack of drywall
in the wall, all the glass is broken. Oh yeah, so that's the voice widget it is awesome, except it just won't grab a phone number, which kind of seems important. Phone numbers are kind of a big deal these days. Everybody's using them, so. What else we got?
Unless you're on iOS 26.
Oh my, where did Charles go? He's not even there.
Nope.
He's in the smoking lounge.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Having a smoke break.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Has anyone played around with Agent Studio?
Nah.
A tiny bit. I haven't really had time to really dive in. So
Charles,
still needs work.
Where do we see that thing going?
I mean, I don't really have a use case for it, honestly. Um,
Well, yeah,
it's going to be over most people's heads,
Yep.
100%.
I
Like
mean, most
even right
everybody-
now in its most basic version, it's going to be way over most high levelers' heads. I mean it's really only there for very advanced operations.
it's like most people don't need to use N8N. This is HighLevel's version of N8N. So to do,
And
you
even
know,
more complex. I mean, it looks even more complex than N8N for now.
yeah.
And with less functionality. I mean, the triggers are not non-existent, to be honest, there. So it's like,
Well, and so what this is going to roll into, so instead of, let's say you've got a larger company that is about privacy, they're all about data privacy. This is going to be big for them because they don't have to rely on a large language model. They can build out their own knowledge bases and keep all that data internal to the system so it's not going outside of the system itself. And like it's not going out, because you can query, you can tie this into Ask AI. So if they want to run like internal knowledge bases, if they want to um, have the AI conversation or voice do certain things or have automations do certain things that are solely based on basically a very small version of an LLM. So instead of using a data source that you don't really know what it's looking at or how far it's going to look, you have a controlled environment, the knowledge base. That's one of the biggest benefits of it is the knowledge base integration. Not only can you query LLMs, but you can query your knowledge bases. So you can go out and scrape, you can upload documents, CSVs. Now that they're supporting a lot more document types, there's no more putting it in Google Docs, which isn't necessarily secure. You can upload all these documents, internal documentation into a knowledge base, and that be your company LLM. So that's where I see a lot of use for it.
and currently,
Especially
is it at the AI Ask AI is
Ask
the
AI
only way to access it right at the moment, correct?
currently.
So when you
currently.
build, yeah, okay. So when you build something, you can only access through Ask AI, which is that only at agency level right now, or has Ask AI actually even been released down to the sub account level?
Agent Studio is only available to the agency, and Ask AI is only to the agency.
Okay, so right now it really has zero. You're right. I
Yeah.
can see. Go ahead.
And you can set up an agent studio and have that you can build an agent studio in your agency sub account. And that could so you could like upload your own knowledge base into a localized knowledge base inside a HighLevel in that sub account. You could create a AI agent based around that internal knowledge base and anything else you want to query. And then you can take that AI agent and map it to the agency level so that when they do release Ask AI to sub accounts, when they go in and they ask, hey, how do I do this? You could have it hook in through the MCP at the agency level. You could have it hook into the internal knowledge base within your sub account. There's a lot of possibilities that you could do there, but I mean, again, 99.9% of agencies don't even need to look at it.
Yeah, I think this is geared towards enterprise clients sometime in 2026.
Yeah.
Just like dual branding. 99.9% of agencies don't even need to look at it.
Now, when is that come?
It's supposed to come out it's supposed to come out in November.
Okay, because I actually do have a need for dual branding now.
Well, and some agencies do, but the one caution that I put to most agencies, I mean, those of us have been doing this a while know the numbers. I mean, you look at how many agencies are signed up with HighLevel, and you look how many have won an award for at least 100 accounts or more. It's a pretty small percentage, and if you can't even successfully scale one brand, you have no business building a second brand. I mean, it's just going to be a distraction and you're just going to fail on two brands instead of one. Yeah, I mean that's just the simple truth of it. It's not trying to be mean or anything. It's actually trying to help people more than anything. It's just a distraction. Now there are good use cases out there, and for agencies that have scaled, it's great because we can use a second brand to test a completely different offering without compromising our first brand, and to see if we can race another
Well,
one up. But
well,
you
that's
know,
why I'm going to need the dual branding because I've landed into a thing where I'm going to be working with some regulated industries, so I need like a
right.
completely different brand.
Yeah, so it's I mean there's some good features, but there's definitely some good features that most agencies need to stay the heck away from. Because it's just going to lead them down a rabbit hole that won't lead
Yep.
them to any more money than what they're making now.
Yep. Cool. No. What else we got there? Everybody else has been pretty quiet. Georgia, Marco, Jay, Charlie, what have you been up to? Oh, Charlie's gone. Well, I ran everybody off. Okay, then. What's up, Georgia?
I've just been absorbing, Pat.
Good. Well, awesome. Absorbing
It's my
what though?
first time back in for a while because I keep getting all of the office hours completely mixed up.
Oh,
Which
sorry.
is all. No, that's 100% on me. Definitely not on you. So it's my first time back in for a while, and yeah, interested on hearing everyone's um, inside opinions, particularly on, the new revelations that have come in the last week or two. Because personally, I'm staying away from them a bit at the moment to make sure that the shiny object syndrome doesn't take over and take us off track. So
That's smart.
um, it's nice to hear the inside word from people who do have the capacity to be playing in there and, probably reaffirming my opinion that there's no point really jumping into too much right now, and yes, unless I have the use case.
Yeah. Nice. Very good. Cool.
Charles, will there be streaming video in the platform in 2026?
Yes.
There now in communities.
Oh, okay. So,
Communities, there is live. That's what we were trying to test when we
okay.
hooked on live here.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's
there will be.
so the biggest deficit they have on the live streaming side is um it is it's really low
Quality.
quality. Well, so it's 720p, which isn't the issue. 720 is actually probably that's fine, quite honestly.
That's what Zoom is.
Yeah, so but their video bit rate is only 1.2 megs, which is not copacetic. Yeah, like it needs to be at minimum 2.5. And that's where you get into you'll experience um jump cuts because it's there's not enough throughput there to process. Even though they're only doing 720 at 30 frames, 1.2 just isn't enough. You need at least 2.5. Most platforms go up to 4.5, or they fluctuate somewhere in there, usually 3 to 4.5. So I'm pushing them right now to get it up at least to 2, and that should help smooth out the video streaming wise a lot because you get a lot of pixelization if you're doing like a screen share on Zoom and you're pushing that in. It's just too much for it to handle. Um, but and the audio is mono, and I'm trying to get them to turn that into stereo audio because I have a bunch of content creators that really want stereo. And then but the video length is unlimited. Rooms seem to do well. The one thing that I didn't understand why they did it this way, I mean, it's high level, but when you have the chat bar open, instead of reframing it, it just leaves it the same size. And so you end up cutting off the left and the right if you have 4 people in a room and you open up the chat panel, or if you're live streaming and you open up the chat panel, it ends up cutting off the left and right sides. It doesn't resize it and put it into the new frame with that chat window. The chat window just overlays it basically. So it's kind of dinky that way, but hopefully they'll fix that. The big thing is the bit rate. They got to go up with that. So, but
I saw another post today too, where we can do YouTube ads now inside of the ad manager.
yeah. Oh, and one other thing, if I know this affects Ecamm, it doesn't seem to affect StreamYard or Zoom, but if you're using a third-party app to stream into your community and it gives you the error that it can't connect to the server, take the S out of RTMPS, take the S out of that server URL. They're working, there's some kind of conflict that's happening with some providers. It's only a handful. But if you run into that, just take the S out and it'll work just fine. So, and persistent stream key is the other thing I'm pushing for, because nobody wants to sit there and update their stream key every single time they go in, because then you have to actually open up the window. If you can have a persistent, you could just go live and not have to worry about it. So,
Okay.
Nice.
good times. And
Question.
all the chat in a live stream turns into comments. So if you
Yeah.
choose to save the video and have it post to the channel, any comments that you received while the room was going or the live stream was going, those will all turn into comments.
I have a question about payment links. I'm literally setting it up. I haven't used the documents feature that much. I want to send a payment link to someone. The moment they pay, I want document to be sent over and signed. How would I streamline that whole thing?
You'd
Just
have
a
to do it.
workflow?
Yeah, you'd have
Yeah.
to set up a template in documents.
Template and send it through a workflow.
Yeah, send
Yeah.
it through a workflow.
Because I know
And
if we do a document first, it automatically converts that into an invoice, pay,
Right.
and all that stuff later. But if I have a payment link, then a workflow is the only answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
got it.
well, I mean, the other thing that you could do is you could do an estimate. You could send an estimate. They pick their plan. So the advantage of an estimate, I mean, it's kind of the same as a payment link, but the estimate you can lay out you can put in multiple pricing blocks. So they
Nice.
can pick
That would be
option
good.
A, option B, whatever they check off. That's what the invoice will be generated, and you could say once that invoice is paid, send the contract for them to sign, or whatever you want to do. I mean, you could do an estimate first, gives you a lot more flexibility in what's going to be displayed in the pricing table. You break it fully out in a pricing table, and they select which pricing table they want to purchase. Depending on which pricing table they select,
Yeah.
it'll generate the invoice based off of that selected pricing table.
Got it. Yeah, I haven't played with estimates or documents at all. So
Yeah. The estimate with the multiple pricing tables to invoice is probably the most traditional way of doing it for managed services, because you can itemize everything. And you can put in whatever contractual things you want in that estimate, and then they select, sign, and you can still put a signature block on there. So they select, sign, and then you generate an invoice. Done.
nice.
Yeah, I was happy when they upgraded that to be able to put in multiple price tables. Because at first you could only put in one price table. I was like, well, that's kind of stupid. So I can't give them two options. They only have one option, or I gotta send them two different estimates. Seems kind of silly. So
Multiple price options. I'm trying to find that shit.
in estimates,
Yeah.
pricing table. You want to insert a pricing table.
Hold on. Where the
Oh, the
hell am
pricing
I?
tables are easy.
Do I
Yeah.
create a template first for an estimate as well?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, if this is going to be something that you're gonna,
Hold on.
use through workflows or send over and over again any which way, a
Hold on.
template's
Let me share
definitely
my
the.
screen. Let me share my screen. So I go in here. I'm in the estimates. Come on.
Yeah, just click
And go new estimate.
new estimate.
Where is the pricing table?
Oh, I guess you have to do it on the contract side
Yeah.
and just put in.
Okay.
It's weird how they did it because, I mean, they say contracts, but it doesn't have to be a contract.
Yeah.
Like
That wording, the
it can
nomenclature
be in
is
that. Yeah. So you just do new template, and then in here you could put in whatever you want. Your cover letter, pricing, two pricing tables, and then
yeah. Understood.
Your conditions and.
Is there a pricing table here? Oh, here, table. Yeah,
Product list. Product list. That's what you want.
Product list.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
There you
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, and you can preset the discount on it as well.
Yeah, because I want to send them three options. If you pay monthly, then this, quarterly, then this, and then half yearly, then different price. So I want to send three different options. All right. Everyone's about to sleep.
Yeah.
Let's say should we end this call?
Well, we've been on for a bit, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, glad to talk with everybody. Oh, Father, how's your Facebook band going? Are you still messing with it?
I've sent Instagram, Facebook. I sent the support. Looks like
did you do like verified on Instagram?
yeah, I tried. So I'm already verified, but I tried to do the meta upgrade.
Oh, okay.
But it's still they're not approving. So I'm just going to move to school right now.
Yeah, okay.
Create a school group.
That was the only thing that got me out
that's
is
the
that my Instagram was a separate account, and so I immediately went and got it verified, got the check mark, and then I opened a ticket and said, "This is my Facebook account, and you guys banned it. I don't know why. I need it done." And it took like 48 hours, and I finally got it back. But yeah, it just
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know because technically this is the same email ID for both.
Oh, okay.
So I think they are, yeah. So I until they get around to it, I don't think I'm going to get it back as fast. So I'm just going to create a school group and push everyone there. That's the only option.
You're a little too late for it.
Yeah.
I should have done the school group way back. Backup, create backups, people create backups.
I have it in recording, mate. I have it in recording.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, kids. Well,
all
we'll
right.
call
That would
for
be
tonight.
awesome.
Chat to you guys next time. See you guys later.